Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you've had a good weekend. As you can see, Smokey has decided to take over the table here just as I was pressing record here. So we'll probably have to move him in a second. Guys, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Give the video a like, even just for Smokey Boy. We'd really appreciate it. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Right, we're just going to do some direct messages from Divine Masculine today. Just straight up oracle. Let's just see what these Divine Masculines have to say, because even if you're in contact at the moment, you know, a lot of masculines just do mask their feelings, you know, just hide their true feelings. So you might be engaging in conversation that's just kind of quite superficial and, you know, it is not really getting to the crux of how they feel. So I thought today we would just see exactly what they're thinking. As usual, guys, this is a general reading, so this might not be your DM's message. You know, if you'd like a personal look into how they feel, you know, how your person feels, then I can do a personal reading for you, and all the info is in the description box. I don't know what I was going to say there. All the info. Right, let's get started with some twin flame oracles. I am actually going to have to move Smokey, I think, in a second. You're in the way. What's our first message for my DFs watching? What this wants to come out? Oh, wow. I wish I could take back. I'm trying to do this around Smokey. I wish I could take back the things I said. So, you know, if you've had any arguments with them and they haven't said some very nice things to you, or just even like I was saying, denying the feelings, like, you know, you don't mean anything to me, or we can only be friends, that type of thing. They're regretting it, you know, they didn't mean it. Yeah, they just wish they hadn't said it, basically. Oh, two out. Interesting. Whoop. I miss you regardless of how things seem. So if you're not hearing from them and thinking, well, they just obviously don't care, I didn't mean anything to them, you know, if I did, they'd contact me. It's not the case at all. They do. They miss you. And, you know, a lot of them, as you know, are just struggling with how to do that and how to come back here. But just know that they really miss you. I'm really feeling it, you know, as I'm saying that. I really felt it in my heart there. Yeah, our connection still affects me. So, you know, they're still very much feeling connected to you. And, you know, it's this type of thing where I just feel like on a day-to-day basis, you know, you pop into their mind a lot. Like, you know, I'm just being told to emphasize again, like, if you're sort of seeing, if you're looking at their social media or anything and thinking that they're not affected and they don't miss you and things, I'm just being told to tell you that it's not how they feel at all. In fact, it's probably quite the opposite. They just put up this front, you know. So I think it's just important that you know that, you know, they're a lot more affected than they're letting on. Smokey's little tail there. Yeah, see? This is so hard to fit in here. Hold on, let me try and raise the camera a bit, because Smokey, you're in the way today. Oh, his tail. There we go. Thanks for moving. I know I made a huge mistake. You're irreplaceable. They're wishing they could take back things they've said, done things differently. They just know whatever they've done in your particular connection, it was a huge mistake. It was not what they wanted to do deep down. It's not what they meant to do. It's not really what like their soul was telling them to do. You know, they fucked things up. And they know that, and they know you're irreplaceable. this is why they're thinking about you so much, because no one else can like replace, you know, they can't match up to how they feel about you, you know. So if they are with someone else here, they don't match up to you, is the bottom line of that. Let's just get one more here. Oh. I was going to take that one popping out and then it went. Yeah. Again, this just emphasises what I was already saying. I wish I'd told you how much you really meant to me. So this is all about like taking things back that they didn't mean, you know, saying that you didn't mean anything to them, and they didn't feel the same way, or you're just a friend, that type of thing. That was just a load of bollocks, basically. You know, it wasn't how they felt at all, and you know, they're feeling really bad about that, and you know, making you feel, you know, like rejecting you like that. Like, a lot of them just rejected you before you could reject them. As simple as that. And they're really wanting to express, or wishing they'd express, like how they actually truly feel. And I feel like a lot of them will be coming in with that, though. That's what they're wanting to say. You know, they're regretting not being upfront and honest with you. So don't be surprised if they come back and they do start being authentic with you. Let's get some confessions. Yeah. Insecure. Just such a massive block within these connections, you know. This divine masculine is very, very insecure within themselves, has huge self-worth issues, self-esteem issues, doesn't feel good enough. They're very, very insecure within themselves, and it just makes them, you know, lack confidence to kind of speak their authentic truth and stay in these connections. That's why they keep kind of running. They're just so insecure deep down. If anyone can help me, it's you. So they know, again, like, you're irreplaceable. You're like the only one that really gets them, you know. It's just, yeah, I just feel like they don't think anyone else really understands them as much as you. And with the insecurity thing, I was trying to think of like an analogy to sort of describe how they feel and why they kind of keep going to, like, you know, quite toxic relationships and things like that, low vibrational people. And I don't know if this is really going to relate to anyone else, but like for me, like, I'm a pretty intelligent person, if I say so myself, and you know, at school, well, in Scotland anyway, in the UK, you know, we get put into like groups for maths, English and French, sets they're called in Scotland, about, you know, like your capability levels. So, you know, set one's like the top set and blah blah blah. So I was always in the top set for those at school, but I didn't feel confident enough to be there, even though I was. You know, like, you're assessed, you do tests and stuff like that, so I was assessed to be in the top group for these things, but I didn't feel like I belonged there, almost. Like, I felt so insecure and just lacking confidence in myself and self-worth and stuff like that. So I would feel really insecure being in classes with like other people who I deemed more intelligent than myself. I felt really, really like insecure. And the only way I can kind of relate it like to them going off with like lower vibrational people, like, so, you know, I felt like that, and the only way I would have felt a bit more secure is if there was like someone else in the class who I thought knew, you know, less than me, or like just you know, just knew as much as I did. Like, I just thought they were kind of like on the same level as me. Do you know what I mean? Like, You know, so it's kind of like the masculines thinking like they're not good enough to be with their DFs, even though they are. You know, they're the equal match. But they're like, oh God, I'll just be with someone who I think is not like, you know, on that level, like, because I feel more comfortable with that. It's in my comfort zone. So I hope I've sort of explained that right. That's kind of what it is. They want someone who they feel is like a match to them, even though they're not. The divine masculines are higher than that, like a toxic kind of karmic person, but they just haven't realized that yet, recognized that within themselves. So I'm just going to get one more card here. I just want one piece source. Or I might just choose one actually, because this one's popping out at me. There's anger trapped in me. And for a lot of them, you know, I feel like the anger is at themselves. At themselves for kind of making these mistakes and saying things that they didn't mean, and you know, not opening up to you and saying what they really meant. I really feel like that's where that anger is coming from. They're just angry and like frustrated at themselves, angry that they've not been the way that they should have with their divine feminines and the way that they wanted to be with them. So yeah, guys, I hope this has helped you today, just kind of get an understanding of where your masculine may be at this point, if this is resonating with you. But just know, like, they know that they've made a mistake and that you're irreplaceable and they miss you. No matter how they're coming across to you or on social media or whatever, they miss you and they want to tell you how much you really mean to them. So, I mean, that in itself, you know, that is all going to build up to someone coming back to say all this stuff, because you wouldn't just feel like that and leave it, you know. So really hope this helped for you today, guys. And don't forget to like up and subscribe, put your notification bells on, loves, and I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.